And in business news, the listed hospitality subsidiary of Transnational Corporation PLC, Transcorp Hotels PLC, has released its audited 2023 full-year results, showing outstanding performance and setting new revenue and profit records. In its audited results filed with the Nigerian Exchange for 2023, Transcorp Hotels recorded a 36% growth year-on-year revenue to hit 41.5 billion naira in 2023, compared to 30.4 billion naira in 2022. Also, operating income closes the year as of December 2023 with 13.1 billion naira compared to 8.8 billion naira in the previous year. Total revenue for the year ended December 31st, 2023 with an increase of 41.5 billion naira compared to 30.4 billion naira in 2022, signifying a 36% increase. Profit grew by 133% from 2.6 billion naira in December 2022 to 6.1 billion naira in December 2023. With the total assets increased by 5% from 120.5 billion naira in December 2022 to 126.1 billion naira in December 2023. Managing Director, CEO of the hotel, Mrs. Dupe Olushola, reassured customers of the company's continued dedication to excellence, unparalleled guest satisfaction, and a resilient spirit to deliver exceptional service and stakeholders' value. Meanwhile, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has shared more insight on the recently approved 25 billion naira funding by the federal government for the basic healthcare delivery system in the country. The Executive Director, Chief Executive Officer of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Muyi Aino, disclosed this in our flagship business program, Business Nigeria. He reiterated the agency's commitment to efficient service delivery in line with its core mandate of making primary health care services available to all in the country.
The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, what the body does is, we work with the states to identify facilities that are providing services. We give them money. They then supervise. Remember that delivery of primary health care services is actually the responsibility of the states. But the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency provides technical support, resource mobilization and coordination, and basically human resources development and policy and implementation to guide and support the states. So the states are primarily responsible. So we implement through them. So we give them the money, and then they send the money to their facilities for what we call service readiness, meaning it makes the facilities ready to provide the services, the inputs that they need, some of the commodities, like I said, some of the ad hoc staffing, some of the utilities, providing water, keeping on the lights, keeping the facility clean, and things like that.
Away from that, the chairman of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has initiated a nationwide distribution of palliatives across the country, starting with 1 million beneficiaries of 10-kilogram bags of rice. The prominent businessman and industrialist kickstarted the distribution in Kano with 120,000 bags of rice and 80,000 bags in Lagos to mitigate the pressing needs of the less privileged. More in this report.
The chairman of Dangote Group, Mr. Aliko Dangote, initiated a nationwide distribution of palliatives. Mr. Dangote says the first distribution will target 1 million beneficiaries and give them 10 kg bags of rice each. Among the 1 million beneficiaries in Nigeria, Kano State received 120,000 in an event hosted by the Kano State Governor, Mr. Abba Yusuf, at the Government House.
This initiative is part of our response to the current economic challenges facing our nation, and it is a testament to our commitment to supporting our communities in line with our core values.
This act of kindness, especially in this holy month of Ramadan, exemplifies the spirit of unity, compassion, and support that we must foster in our communities.
The Aliko Dangote Foundation's team moved to Lagos to continue the distribution, and this time 80,000 10 kg bags of rice were distributed to the vulnerable in the Center of Excellence. The president of Dangote Group and chairman of the foundation, Mr. Aliko Dangote, says this is another demonstration of the foundation's commitment to upholding the values of compassion and solidarity that are at the core of humanity. He noted that the distribution of rice is in addition to the daily distribution of 12,500 loaves of bread in Lagos.
This occasion is for others, of similar minds to rise up, to join, and to be able to stand counted. It's a period of our country where both the government and private sector needs to take joint responsibility. We need to have a way of ameliorating the pains that is being experienced by our people.
We understand that access to nutritious food is the only basic human right, but also a critical determinant of good health and well-being. By providing these modest bags of rice to those in need, we are not only looking to alleviate immediate hunger, but also investing in the long-term health and prosperity of our communities.
The distribution, according to Aliko Dangote, will not only alleviate hunger, but also invest in long-term solutions for communities across Nigeria.
The new capital base for banks is seen as a move that will enhance wealth creation. A stockbroker, Mr. David Adonri, stated this in a chat with Effiong Ekop earlier today. We have details in this next report.
Last week's mandatory order by the Central Bank of Nigeria that banks should raise their capital bases to 500 billion naira, 200 billion naira and 50 billion naira respectively is seen as a timely decision. A stockbroker, Mr. David Adonri, told TVC News in Lagos that the investing public will have enhanced opportunities in wealth creation.
We are expecting it to have a very positive impact on the market, especially at the primary market, because if they come in with new issues, it means the primary market will be very active. It will therefore be activated, and it will cause financial assets to move from the secondary market to the primary market.
The stockbroker applauded Central Bank's position that whatever records the banks declare to the public should be made available to our securities agencies to vet such declarations. He said such actions will stop frivolous credit ratings which could rob investors of sound judgments.
They've been stripped bare now, and the purpose of this exercise is to attract fresh funds into the system. So no matter what happens, and that is why with what the CBN has said, that they are going to involve security agencies to make sure that what information they give in respect of the exercise, compliance with the exercise, will actually be factual.
Now to the trading floor, where business ended positively after the Easter holidays. Market index was up by 0.04% as gains moved across trade sectors. Banking stocks took prime positions in the market as many investors aligned portfolios in readiness for dividend of 2023 financial year. The value of deals traded moved in excess of 14 billion naira. Effiong Ekop, TVC News, Lagos.
And finally, in business news, crude oil prices edged up with U.S. futures closing at a 5-month high on expectations that economic growth in the United States and China will boost demand, while supply tightens on OPEC Plus output cuts and attacks on Russian refineries. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to sell at $84.94 with an uptick of 1.47%. Brent also sells for $88.61 with an upward price review of 1.36%. Bonnie Light recorded an uptick of 1.38% to sell at $88.97 per barrel, and for the OPEC basket, dealers are offering $84.98 with a drop of 1.09%.